Hello everyone, in this guide I'm gonna mention a few ways to make gil as a battle job. You don't need to have any crafter or gatherer unlocked at all to use this guide, basically just your battle job. Okay, the first thing is the adventurer in need when you are doing your daily roulettes. Check which job is the adventurer in need and queue for that. Queue as that job. Doing all your roulettes every day as adventurer in need, it really adds up. At least 100k gil per day. If you do all your roulettes as adventurer in need. So that if you're already doing your roulette, you may as well do it like this so you get more gil basically. If the adventurer in need is not the job that you want, that you like to play as, just do something else and keep refreshing, keep looking at the duty finder roulette list every now and then, and you might see the class that you want. You see that normal rage was just DPS a second ago and it changed to healer. So just keep an eye out while you do something else. And it doesn't matter, once you queue for that as that job that was adventure in it won't matter if it changes before you get your queue. Once you register your queue in the duty finder as adventurer in need is registered, and even if it changes after your registration, you will keep your adventurer in need, so you don't have to worry about that. And you can also turn your Tomestones of Poetics into gil. Basically, I don't have any right now, but I can show you. Basically, come to the Tombstone Exchange in Idleshire. And special arms. And either an identifiable ore or shell. Depending which soil sells for the most at the time. And once you have either shell or ore, you come to this one, this NPC, and knickknacks, and trade it here for either grade 3 Thanalan topsoil or shroud topsoil. Usually goes 1000 gil each. It's better than your poetics going completely waste anyway. You are doing your roulettes after all, so you're gonna end up capping poetics easily. So while you work on adventurer in need every day, you end up with a lot of poetics that you can, yeah, just get it and sell it. And when you do your daily roulettes and collecting the adventurer in need, always roll on the gear that drops. Always, always, always. And do not descent it. Even if you are able to descent it, do not do it. That's a waste. Just hand it in expert delivery missions to your grant company. That is way more gil per seal. Way more gil earned doing it this way instead of decenting the gear that drops. You can farm grant company seals and either trade it for ventures if you are in need. If you are in need for ventures with your retainers, which ties into quick ventures, because quick ventures can make you gil. Doing quick ventures will get you venture coffers that can drop the rare dice, and you can make few 100Ks that way. But if you are good on ventures, you can still make gil by getting coke or hardened sap. These always, 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 always sell. Always in demand. Doesn't matter which time in the patch cycle or whenever. Probably 4 years from now, if you are watching this video, right now is 12th of December 2023. I can almost guarantee you these are still relevant. These are used for so many submarine and airship components. That is insane. Every day 100Ks of these get sold in each server. It's absolutely insanely demanded. So never let the gear go. Always roll on them and trade them into not decent. And make gil with coke and hardened sap after you are restocked with how many ventures you need at a time. I usually get to 2k ventures and just keep getting coke and hardened sap till I run out of ventures. And then I restock on ventures up back to 2k. I would say the very best way to make gil as battle job would be doing maps. If you can find a group that are willing to take you without you having your own map and just take the random rewards that gets thrown out to everyone, then it's still the best way. Because if your group reaches their last room, that's easily over 200k gil in that session, just that alone. And all of the other random stuff that drops will also be really useful. Alright, so another way to make gil with your battle job is this fate called Down the Rabbit Hole in Eureka, Pagos. Well, to get to Eureka Pagos, you have to first beat Eureka Animus. Once you unlock Pagos, then you can do this fate. What level? Oh yeah, I need to item level sync. It's level 20. Now you should be higher level if you wanna comfortably do it solo. I recommend doing it as a healer in case you're solo, so you can solo it, and you can heal so you can also heal the rabbits if they are close to dying. Let's just finish the fate first. After the bunnies, eventually this boss will spawn. You can solo it, I did it before, it just takes long. And when he does that frontal attack, like, get away from the front of him. Yeah, that buffet attack, just get away, go to the back, like the tank just did there, and you should avoid damage like that way. Frozen Mist, get away from him as well, so you don't get hit by that. Heavy toss. I guess you can avoid that too. Alright, once you complete the fate, follow the white rabbit, you get that message. So you have a lucky carrot in your inventory. Just use it, it will tell you where the treasure is. Far to the east, so let's go to the east. Oh, okay, so I suppose that you can mount. I thought I was scared if I mounted it would go away. I haven't done this. This is like second time I'm doing this. So we're almost there. You discover a treasure chest. We got a silver coffer. So you can get a bronze, silver, or gold coffer. The silver contains 25,000 gil. Oh, got a Happy Bunny card. I didn't have that before. 25,000. If it's gold, you get 100,000 gil. And for bronze, you just get 10k. worth mentioning, if you get a gold chest, you have a chance for this minion to drop the copycat bulb. Right now in my Cerberus, it goes for 16.55 million, which is pretty good. So you can make significant gil if you get lucky with that treasure chest with that bunny fate farm. Another great way is doing your weekly Unreal trial. As you can see, I made so many millions selling this minion. I was quite lucky though, I think they only go for 9 million now. But just as an example, you see how lucky you can get? There are spreadsheets, which I can link in the video description, which will help you get the most Faux tokens every week that you do the weekly Unreal. This solver will... I remember using it. I have not done it in a while, but I remember every week I found the Faux, every other week at least, with the help of this. It's really, really useful. So you can get to the enough points to get one of these minions or mounts. Or, what you can do is not buy anything of the current rewards and wait until they add a new Unreal and get the newest mount or minion they add. That way you make more gil. And this one is like one of the very best ways to make gil as a battle class. Every time a new Savage tier comes out, go to the Tombstone exchange of that expansion. Right now, as I'm making this video, it's still Endwalker. Right now they're not as valuable anymore because Savage is already over with. But when Savage first comes out, the Tombstone materials, the newest ones will always be on top here. These are valued extremely high, at least 20k each. Day one they can go for 50k each, 50k for 20 tombstones basically. So if you can play the game a lot during new Savage tier, you can make easily millions and millions with battle class. Just keep an eye out of your tombstones and spend it here on the tombstone materials. These are used to craft a new battle gear every time a new Savage comes out, so always be a lookout. If you're using this guide for next expansion down trail, just as soon as Savage comes out, just remember this. They make a note or something of it so you don't forget. That pretty much covers all the ways I can think of to make gil extremely easily as a battle job, even if you don't even have any classes, crafter or gather classes unlocked at all. You can still make significant gil. It's just the matter of timing. For example, the tombstone materials I just mentioned, those are really... You need to be in the right time, but you can make millions if you are at the right time. I can't really categorize these as which one is #1 best and so on. It all depends on the situation, as I mentioned. For example, the Eureka Bunny Fate, like, that's beneficial if you're already doing Eureka, and you may as well just make gil alongside. But the absolute best way, if you can manage to get into a regular treasure map static, those treasure maps sometimes with the irregular tombstones, when the irregular tombstone event is around, you get tombstones from just doing content, and you can even get a map that way as well. Even if you can't get it since you don't have any gatherer, you can still get one during the irregular tombstone periods. But even if you don't have a map, there can be groups that are willing to take you, as long as you don't roll on the loot and you just take the guild drops for yourself. Guild drops, every player in the treasure dungeon gets the same guild drops equally, so even if you don't have a map, a group can just take you along just so you can help out clear faster and just take the guild. So I would say the maps would be #1. If I had to rank these ways that I mentioned, I would rank maps number 1 if you can get a group. Otherwise, Adventurer in Need consequentially gets you a lot of gil otherwise, because you will end up getting the gear you hand in for Grand Company seals and make even more gil with the coke and hardened sap, and get ventures for quick ventures and get the jet black dice and sell it for a few 100Ks every time you get one. So yeah, I hope you really found this helpful. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Really appreciate you for that, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.